Some things are better slow. Internet is not one of them. With Intermountain Cable, slow internet is history. Play movies and videos instantly in HD quality, video chat without interruption, download music or photos in seconds, and dominate in gaming with virtually no lag time, no matter how many devices are online. Experience Ultra Extreme Internet. Call or visit imctv.com to learn more.
Save up to 40% off this week at Save-A-Lot. Pepsi 2 liters $1 and Pepsi 6-pack bottles 5 for $10. Sweet whole pineapples 99 cents. Jumbo pack drumsticks or thighs 5 pounds or more 69 cents a pound. Mantia spaghetti 16-ounce box 99 cents. Banquet pot pies 69 cents. That's Save-A-Lot stores at North and South Mayo Trail, Pikeville, Hindman, Inez, and Wise, Virginia. Prices good through September 24th.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Floyd County Central here as Pike Central and Floyd Central playing their first district game ever. This is the first district game ever for Floyd County Central. Charlie Pinson, Wayne Fugit, and Larry Cecil bring you all the action here tonight. Both teams come in with only one blemish on their record, Larry. Should be a really good matchup. I think this is a toss-up.
I think so, Charlie. Was looking at some of the team stats for the year. Both teams come in and their primary rushing teams, Pike Central 1,440 yards on the ground for the year, and Floyd Central 1,589, but Floyd Central has played one more game than Pike Central. They're 4-1. Pike Central comes in 3-1. Pike Central come in with a big win over Letcher Central last week, and Floyd Central lost a tough game here to cross-county rival Prestonsburg, 42-22. So, like you said, this is the first district game for these two teams, and who wins this game tonight will be going to have a long. It'll go a long ways for them to come up with that number 2 seed. Of course, They're in the district with Belfry and Lawrence County. These two teams in East Ridge, so. The way it looks here early in the season, Lawrence County and Floyd Central and Pike Central will be fighting for that number 2 spot.
Yeah, I would think so. I think that's exactly, we talked about that on the way up here. And these two teams are very similar in a lot of things. They do love to run the football. As you looked earlier, you saw neither one of them likes to throw it around much, but a little bit different look the way they run it. You know, Floyd Central, when they run up a lot of times in the wishbone, just run straight at you. Pike Central will spread it and try to use some of their skilled people to get wide on you.
And Pike Central, you know, primarily is the running team. As we said, they've only had 54 passing yards for the season through 4 games, so that's just a little over 10 yards per game. On the other hand, Floyd Central has passed it for 313 yards, so that figures with 5 games that they played somewhere around.
Go ahead and shake hands.
So we're going to send it down on the field right now to head referee Jim Cecil, and we're going to have a coin toss.
Captains for number 14, Seth Conn.
Captains are shaking hands right now.
Pete Runyon is your umpire. My name is Jim Cecil. I'll be your referee for tonight's game. As the visitor, Pike Central will call the toss. Got a silver dollar. There's heads. There's tails. What do you want? Tails. He called it tails. If I drop it, we'll do it again. It is tails. You won the toss. Defend, defer, kick, or receive. Pike Central wins and defers. You want to receive? You want to kick away from the clock? White over there, black over here beside of me. Good luck. Let's have a great one.
And Pike Central wins the toss, defers to the second half. So Floyd Central will get to put their offensive team on the field to start with, barring any kind of a turnover on the kickoff, Charlie.
Right, exactly. You know, and both of these teams like to kick the ball short, so you might see a little bit of that tonight here as well. So with only a few minutes before this one gets underway, Floyd Central in their first ever season here high up on the mountain, Larry, as we come up the switchbacks to get up here. It's going to be good. It's a great facility up here for these folks, and it's going to be, I think, a good ball game.
I think so. You know, just like I said, this is a big game for both teams, and you know, here we are 6 weeks already into the season, so teams are looking toward the end of the season, toward the playoffs, and trying to get the highest seed that they can get. Of course, the top 2 seeds in each district will play a home game, and there's nothing more that either one of these teams would like more than to be able to start that first round of the playoffs at home.
Exactly right. And, we talked about that home field advantage and how huge that is. You sleep in your own bed the night before. You don't have to travel. You're playing in front of your fans. A lot of good things coming when you get the home field advantage, especially in high school football, because a lot of times high school is emotion and motivation, and that's what you get by getting that win to get that home field advantage. Pike Central has had home field advantage before. Obviously, Floyd Central hasn't because they've never had a football team before.
Right.
Of course,
I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago, Allen Central had a home game.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. And we was talking about both teams like to run the ball, Charlie. The quarterbacks like to run the ball. Seth Kahn, quarterback for Pike Central, he's their leading scorer with 57 attempts on the season, 648 yards. Then on the other hand, Dylan Cottle for Floyd Central, he's carried it 53 times for 437 yards. So you can look for the quarterbacks to be a very vital part of the running game. And, we talked, you were talking about on the way over here tonight, we talked, I think last week, Dylan Cottle only carried the ball 6 or 7 times against Prestonsburg, and but he's carried 53 times on the season. So I don't know if that was planned or what the deal was. He might have been a little dinged up. We didn't know about,
Maybe.
And they was protecting him for this game. But we look to see him get more involved in the rushing game tonight.
Yeah, I think so. And we're ready to get this underway as Pike Central has it teed up, or getting ready to tee it up and get this one underway. Only 5 seconds on the play clock, and Floyd Central set up. I can't see who's deep. They've got to wait till they turn to our side here to get a look at him. And he's not going to, is he?
Don't look like they are. We just have to wait till they get the ball and come up the field and see who it is.
Pike Central has it teed up. Here comes the kick, and it's going to be a little pop-up kick over to the side. It'll be fielded at the 30, and he'll get back to about the 34. Looks like we'll be 1st and 10 now, maybe the 35 for Floyd Central. He never made the 35. They're going to put it on him for you, though, ain't they?
I believe they're marking it at the 34.
34, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There they go.
I'm not sure,
They are, yeah.
but I think that was number 6, Nick McDonald, with that punt return.
And it'll be the spread look for Floyd Central here to start the ball game. And it'll be Dylan Cottle in the shotgun. He'll have twins to each side with him. One man in the backfield with him. And they're going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. Oh, he's going to keep it. Going to run the option coming around the outside. And he picks up good yardage out across the 40, maybe the 41. So a pickup of what, 6, maybe 7?
7 yards. And right off the bat, we said it looks for Dylan Cottle to get more involved in the game, and he picks up 7 yards on the first play.
Yep. In the backfield back there with him is Josh Whitaker, number 2. And they're going to go with the empty backfield now, twins each way. Cottle in the shotgun. Pike Central flipping their line around. They're going to try to run it back to Cottle, and boy, good job by Pike Central that time. No gain, maybe even a loss of 1 on the play. They did a good job pursuing down the line to get a hit on him.
Yes, they did. They're going to mark him back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Ball on the 41-yard line of Floyd Central. No score, just getting started as we go under 11 minutes here in the first quarter.
And again, this time they're going to run up with Wishbone in the backfield, double tight. They're going to run it right up the middle, looks like. And that's going to be handed off, and he's not going to get there.
No, he's not.
Whitaker, wasn't it?
That was number 13.
Number 13, I'm sorry. Changed him up on me. That is...
We can find him on here.
I'm trying to find him. You're right.
Elijah Cotton.
Cotton, okay. So Cotton and Whitaker have been the 2 big ball carriers. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 1, Larry.
Well, he picked up 2 yards, and you said the 4th and 1.
Wishbone look. Going to try to go behind them big offensive linemen. And he's got the first down and more. He may be gone. And it is going to be close. He's going to be dropped down at the 20. That was Whitaker that time.
Yes, it was. Number 2, Whitaker, with the big carry on 4th and 1, and he takes it where they're going to mark him at, Charlie.
Looks like the right at the 20, I believe, Larry.
Marking him at the 19.
Marking him at the 20.
19-yard line, just inside the 20. 19.
All right.
So that's a 33-yard run.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, nice start. And they're going to go back to the wide look again. There's motion. And this time he's going to hand it off this time over on this side. That's Whitaker again. Whitaker inside the 15.
And it looks like he's going to take it down to the 13-yard line. So we'll pick up a 6 for Whitaker. So consecutive carries for Whitaker, picking up 39 yards. And Floyd Central at the 13.
Comes motion again, and this time they're going to hand it off on the end around.
I think that's Cotton,
maybe. Let's see. We'll see. Let's see. He'll turn his back till we get a number on it. Looks like a 13.
Nope. Number 21, isn't it?
21. Dalton Boyd.
And let's see. He's going to take it down. Let's see where they've got it placed at. We can't hardly tell. I think it's on the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Charlie.
So 1st and goal coming up now for Floyd Central. There's a wishbone look in the backfield. And he's going to hand it off. And he's going to get down inside the 5. Is that Whitaker again? No, Cotton. Elijah Cotton on the carry.
Down to the 4-yard line to pick up a 5.
So 2nd and goal now from the 4.
8:45 left here in this first quarter. Just getting started. First offensive drive, and Floyd Central inside the 5.
There's Whitaker coming back the other side. Did he make it in?
And
Touchdown.
he is in the end zone.
4-yard carry for Whitaker to make it 6-0 now. Floyd Central with 8:33 to go here in the first quarter. And the Jaguars took it down the field on their opening drive, Larry.
8-play drive. Charlie started on their own 34-yard line, and as you said, Whitaker, a big part of that. He had 43 yards on that drive and the touchdown.
They're going to go for 2 here. And there's the handoff. Nope. We dropped in the backfield. And it'll be 6-0 Jaguars here with 8:33 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because your job shut down or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
Welcome back to Floyd Central. 8:33 left first quarter, 6-0 Jaguars as they march it down the field on 8 plays. 64 yards, put it in the end zone. Brady Kahn with the long kickoff, Charlie.
And it'll be picked up by Pike Central, trying to come back against the grain here, just working their way back and forth. I'll guess who the running back is.
That's Corey Sturgill. Or Sturgeon, I'm sorry.
Okay, he gets out to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10 Pike Central at the 27-yard line where they're going to finally mark him down at. With 8:26 to play here in the first quarter, they'll have their first offensive drive of the ball game. So Seth Kahn will go out of the shotgun. Inverted wishbone look. They're going to hand it off up the middle.
Nothing.
Not a thing in the middle that time. Who was that? Was that 8? No, that's not right. Isaiah Hess, number 11, on the carry.
No gain?
Yep, we'll call it second down and 10.
Actually, by the...
Second 11, according to the marker over there. He lost a yard.
Yeah, according to the box, he's lost a yard.
They're going to spread one wide out wide. Go back into the shotgun again. Here comes motion around. They're going to try to go around the outside edge. And he's got some room. He's got a first down out here near the 40.
Thacker. Isaac Thacker. Excuse, yes, Isaac Thacker,
okay,
number 5.
Okay. Ball at the 41, first and 10 now for Pike County Central. 7:43 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Floyd Central, and neither team has slowed the other one down much yet.
They have it. 12-yard pickup that time by Thacker.
And this is a kind of a staggered eye in the backfield, second man through, and he's going to get out to about the 42.
That's
up the middle.
Hess, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it is. It is Isaiah Hess.
He's going to pick 3 up, looks like.
So bring up a second down, and that was a good offensive line surge by Pike Central.
Yes, it was. They run that right through the middle. So right now, as you said, both teams having success on the ground, and that's where they like to put it.
Exactly. And this time they're going to hand it back inside. Thacker breaks a tackle, kind of get to that corner, and a nice open field tackle keeps him in the playing area because he was about to make it. If he made the corner, he might have been gone.
That was Elijah Cotton with the one-on-one tackle, and like you said, if he breaks that tackle, he could be off to the races.
Going to put him just past the 48-yard line. It'll be third down and about 3. 6:29 to play here in the quarter. 6-0 here in the first. Floyd Central, Pike Central moving the football. Kahn takes, he's going to run it himself this time. That's a designed run by the quarterback, Kahn. He has the first down. He is into Jaguar territory somewhere near the 40-yard line. I'm going to mark him right at the 40, maybe the 41.
I think. He's going to pick up of 11 and a first down.
So first and 10, Pike Central. Stop clock. Clock stopped with 6:13 to play for the first down marker. And 6 minutes, 6-0 Floyd Central here. Kind of an I formation out of the backfield, and they're going to run it right up the middle. And there ain't much there.
Maybe a yard.
Yeah, they're going to get him right at the 41, looks like. Hess on the carry. Well, they're going to give him 2, Larry. They're going to move him right at the 40.
And that's 3 carries, 3 yards now for Hess. Ball right at the 40-yard line. They got it as 2nd and 9, Charlie.
Okay. And Pike Central with that staggered eye look out of the backfield. And this time it's going to be Seth Kahn. Kahn cuts it back up inside. He'll get inside the 40, down to about the 48, pick up of about 2. He'll bring up a third down and 7 with 5:10 to go here in the first quarter. Trailing 6-0 is Pike Central.
Jaguar defense tightening up a little bit after they got across midfield. They was giving up some pretty good chunks of yardage there, 4 and 5 yards at a time. But last couple of carries there, they've only give up 3 yards, Charlie. So they tighten it up a little bit once it gets into the short end of the field.
And Pike Central going with spread now. Twins right, 1 wide out left. And Kahn looking to throw. He's looking, throws it over on the right side. And did he hitch it?
Nope.
Nope. Is that Elkins he was going to, number 10?
I think that could be. Let's see when he comes out of the shadows over there. It is Elkins.
4th and 7. I'd look for Pike Central to go for it here in Floyd Central territory.
I think so. Floyd Central went for a 4th and 1 on their end of the field at the 44-yard line. So first pass attempt of the game by either team tonight. It comes with 4:39 left here in the first quarter. Pike Central trying to match the score of Floyd Central.
And back to throw again is Kahn. Kahn looking. Now they run him out of the pocket. He's still looking, throwing deep, looking for Elkins again, and throws it out of bounds.
Yes. So the Jaguars hold, Charlie, and they'll take over on their own 38-yard line.
And the crowd loving it up here on the mountain. 4:32 to play here in the first quarter, 6-0 Floyd Central. They've got the football back now at the 38-yard line. And we've got a timeout, official timeout on the field. Is that due to the heat and humidity?
I suppose maybe.
See, they're sending both of them to the sidelines. So, with 4:32 left here in this quarter, let's see what they do. But I tell you right now, Pike Central will have to get some stops going if they want to stay in this ballgame, because Floyd Central took it right down the field the first trip without looking back, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They went, let's see, figure it up right real quick here, 55 and 8, 63 yards they took it on 8 carries and went into the end zone. Of course, Whitaker got the bulk of those yards, 43 yards, and he had the 4-yard touchdown run. Of course, the 2-point conversion, no good. Pike Central started that drive out making some big yardage herself, but as I said earlier, once they got across the 50-yard line, the Jaguars defense tightened up.
You know, Floyd Central's done a really good job stopping the ball up the middle on Pike Central. You look for Pike Central to try to use their speed and get to the corners a little bit more, maybe run some more of that jet sweep out of the backfield, try to get something going and turn it upfield. And that will loosen that front line up a little bit, I think.
Well, you know, and also those two early stops on first and second down forced Pike Central into something they've not done very well this year. Passing, they've only got 53 yards for the season coming in.
Carried himself and fooled nobody. 3 Hawks flock him there, don't they?
Got flogged.
Flogged, yep.
And he's going to lose a yard, looks like, on that one, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Again, 4:15 to go here in the first quarter, 6-0 Floyd Central. And, you know, if you're a running team, you don't want to play behind the sticks.
Right. Exactly what happened to Pike Central on their last drive, forced them to throw the last 2 and end up turning it over on downs.
Cottle in the shotgun. Got one back there with him, and that is Whitaker. He's going to keep it himself again, trying to fight his way outside. And this time he gets a couple of blocks, and he'll get across the 40 up to about the 43-yard line. I think where they're going to mark him at.
Going to pick up 6 on that one.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up now for Floyd Central.
And right in this vicinity of the field, the last drive, Charlie, is when they went for it on 4th and 1 and ended up with a big 33-yard run by Whitaker. And have we got a flag?
Don't know. Maybe.
I think we have. It's right in the yellow. You couldn't see it. Right in that yellow paint of the Jaguar head.
Yeah, it's going to be on Pike Central.
Personal foul, number 81 on the defense, 15-yard penalty. Distance results in a first down.
Well, that'll help the cause.
Yep, gives you a first down on the distance from the penalty with 3:15 to play now here in the first quarter. They get a chance. They're in Pike Central territory at the where they're going to spot it at. The 30 or 43, 42, between the 41 and the 42.
Well, actually 41, between the 41 and 42.
Yeah.
Where they end up putting it. So we'll call it on the 41.
There's motion again, and this time Cottle going to keep it himself. Cottle breaks the tackle. They've dragged him down, but 5-6 yards on the pickup, maybe 7.
Made a beautiful cut right at the line of scrimmage. They was one of the linebackers shooting a gap and had a bead on him, and he just made a quick step.
Give him 8.
Cut it up through the middle for a gain of 8. Cottle's starting to roll a little bit now, Charlie. That's 5 carries for 20 yards.
He's in the shotgun again, more or less empty backfield, going to run that jet sweep, and that one's going to come back.
False start.
Yep.
False start, 64 offense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So big penalty right there for, again, running teams don't need those kind of penalties.
No. No, if you're not, very good at the pass, which now, not saying that they're not very good at the pass, but they have had 313 yards on the season in the passing game compared to the 53 that Pike Central had. So they've been able to throw it a little better than Pike Central throughout the year so far.
Wishbone this time, they're going to hand it off to Whitaker. He cuts back inside, got a block, and he's going to get up to the 45. So bring up a third down. And what, about 3 maybe?
So they're going to mark him at the 35. He'll have to get down to the 32, looks like, or something. So, it's going to bring up about 3rd and 3.
And they'll come back in and Wishbone look again.
Got back the penalty yardage.
Yep. And they're headed to Whitaker again. He leaps over one of his own players. And he's going to be close to the first down.
Yes, he is.
Whether it's first down or not, they'll go for it here, even if it is 4th down.
Definitely. And it's going to be 4th down. He's a little bit short. We'll give him 2 on that one. And Whitaker now with 50 yards on 5 carries, Charlie.
Pretty impressive. 10 yards a whack.
Of course, he had the big 33-yard run. That helps that average out a lot.
Yes, it does. Wishbone look, 4th down and 1.
Cottle under center. Look for him just take it
himself. He
right up the middle.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards.
I'm telling you, he did.
Center must have cut the nose guard, and he got plenty of yardage out of it.
He took it all the way inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, so a pickup of 8 on 4th and 1.
1:03 to play here in the first quarter. 6-0 Floyd Central. They're knocking on the door again at the 24-yard line.
And Charlie, what this does for the defense of the Hawks of Pike Central, you keep them on the field, and then eventually it's just going to keep wearing them down.
Right. There's a handoff up the middle. Who is that?
I think that's Whitaker. Let's see.
Looks like he's off tight. You sure it's not Con?
Nope, number
2. Whitaker, you're right.
And he's getting down to the 22-yard line. Looks like a pickup of 2.
Less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the first quarter.
Yeah, they'll have to get it off. There's only 10 seconds left on the play clock, 14 on the game clock.
And it'll be Cottle out of the backfield. And Cottle's going to get the first down. He may go all the way. Touchdown.
In for the touchdown.
22 yards. And it's 12-0 Floyd Central with 3.4 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
And Cottle wanted to go up the middle with that, Charlie, and the nose guard broke free. He gave him a jab step, took it to the outside, and the defense had sucked in. He just rolls into the end zone from 22 yards out.
Untouched.
50 yards on 7 carries now for Cottle, plus the touchdown.
Well, Central has not punted the ball yet here in the first half.
And the 2-point conversion, he's in. So, got 3 seconds, Charlie. We'll just stay right here with it. What do you think?
That'll work for me. 3.4 seconds left here in the first quarter. And this first quarter has been all Floyd Central.
Yes, it has been all Floyd Central. Floyd Central, Charlie, with 115 yards offense, all of it coming on the ground. And Pike Central, of course, they've had it the one time, and they've got 31 yards. So, a big 80-yard advantage right now for Floyd Central. And, last week they wasn't able to stop Prestonsburg on the run, but on the other hand, Prestonsburg wasn't able to stop them. They ran it against Prestonsburg like this at times last week when they didn't shoot their own selves in the foot. Of course, Prestonsburg had the Varney kid. They just didn't have no answer for him as he rushed for over 200 yards last week against this Jaguar defense.
And let's see. Back deep is Isaac Thacker and Seth Kahn, and they're going to kick it to Thacker at the 9-yard line. Got to come to the outside, and they do a good job covering him. Gets out across the 26 to about the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. And 14-0 Floyd Central. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment on the Intermountain Sports Network.
us spending more time online and finding new ways to enjoy the internet, we need to understand how much data we are using and how to manage our usage. Some households use a lot more data or bandwidth than others. In fact, just a few big data users are responsible for a huge percentage of the traffic on our network. Just one of these heavy data users can monopolize as much bandwidth as a whole neighborhood. This extreme usage causes network congestion and slows your internet speeds. That's why our plans have monthly usage limits. They include plenty of data for the average user while ensuring a better online experience for everyone. Most customers will never reach their data limit, but just to be sure, you can check your data usage anytime by reviewing your account on our website. Don't worry, if it looks like you may go over your internet plan limit, we will notify you multiple times before you are charged an overage fee. And if you do exceed your plan, we'll provide an additional 50 gigabytes of data at a reasonable cost. Thanks for taking the time to learn how smart data usage can make the internet better for all of us. You can find more information and tips on our website.
And welcome back. Start of the second quarter, 14-0. Jaguars over Pike Central, Charlie.
Kahn tries to carry it out of the backfield, nowhere to go. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it.
I tell you, the Jaguar defense has looked impressive. They're going to give him maybe a yard on that one. We'll give him a yard. It looks like maybe more like a half a yard, but small gain, we'll say that.
And Pike Central will come back up the line of scrimmage here, trailing 14-0 here as we start the second quarter. Double slot, one wide out wide right. And we're going to try to go wide. Thacker, he's got a blocker in front of him. Slowed down, try to cut it back up. And it gets hit short of the first down, but he's going to pick up about 8 yards.
Well, they're going to mark him back, Charlie. Looks like he stepped out of bounds about the 34, maybe 35. See exactly where they mark it.
This way standing right on the 35, so.
Yes, 35, so pick up of 8.
Third down and 2.
Thacker's been the best ball carrier so far here tonight. He's got 24 yards on 3 carries.
And coming back up the line of scrimmage, Pike Central again. Looks like a I formation out of the backfield. Going to hunt it back inside. And is that Thacker?
Yes, it is.
He's going to get the first down.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 5 on it. So with 11 minutes left here in the first half, that's a first down for Pike Central. They trail 14-0.
Trying to mix it up, coming back with a little bit of counter on the inside there, trying to get him free. They're pulling out stops here tonight. Of course, big district game for these two teams.
Well, and each drive is going to be very critical tonight because both teams run the ball and the clock is winding down pretty quick.
Trying to go up the middle again. And they're going to get out across the 40.
That was Thacker again.
Pick up of about a yard, maybe 2. I don't think they're going to give him much.
Well, it's a long yard. We'll call it a yard. It's just across the 40. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 9. And they'll Pike Central back in the huddle. Coming back out to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to run the spread. Twins to the right. One wide out left. Slot. Here comes the wide out in motion. Going to try to run a sweep that way. And he's got a couple of blocks. He's got a first down and more out at midfield. Yes, he made a nice cut up the middle, found an opening, and he gets, that's a first down. We're going to move it down, like you said, to the 49, pick up of 11 yards for Thacker.
10 minutes to play here in the first half, 14-0. Floyd Central, Pike Central, been able to move the ball, but not enough. This is their second drive. They stalled at about the 40 on the first one. Twins to the left, one wide out right now. One back in the backfield. Kahn out of the shotgun, takes it. And Kahn going to run it himself, trying to get to that corner. And he breaks another tackle and finally goes out of bounds. He goes out of bounds at somewhere around the 47-yard line.
We're going to mark here 42-yard line, Charlie.
42-yard line, I'm sorry.
So they're going to give him 7. 21 yards now for Seth Kahn on 4 carries.
9:32 to go on an arrested clock here. And
Jaguars up by 14-0 over the Hawks. Hawks are driving now, though, Charlie. Got a good drive going.
on out of the shotgun, hands it off back up the middle again. That little counter. And
that was Thacker, and he's going to be close to the first down.
just across 40-yard line. Guess we'll call it the 39.
And
they're going to give him the 39.
We'll give him 3. He needed 3, and that's exactly what he got by a little.
So, clock running down. We're down to 9:15 to play here in the first half. It's still 14-0 Jaguars, but the Hawks trying to fly into the end zone.
They're moving it down the field. They've got a nice drive going. You're right.
Kahn takes it and hands it off in the backfield, and they're going. This time it's not going to work.
Seen that play one too many times, didn't they? That was number 56. See if we can figure out, find his number on here and give you a shout out. Nice play that time.
Yeah, Isaac Thacker took the handoff, and he was waiting on him. 56, let's see. I know it's hard to figure it out, isn't it?
That was Bryce Morris.
Bryce Morris. So down to 8:28 to play here in this first half.
Loses 6 on that one, Charlie.
Second and 16 now. Pike Central putting themselves behind the sticks again. Twins left, one wide out right. Kahn back to throw. Looking, steps up, firing downfield. Got some air under it. It is incomplete.
Beautiful pass defense that time by number 6 for Floyd Central. And we'll figure.
Find him here in a minute.
That's Nick McDonald. Yes. Because the Pike Central receiver was open, and McDonald, the last second, just stuck his hand in, tipped it away. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 16. 8:10 left first half, 14-0 Jaguars over the Hawks.
Well, you don't have to pass here because you're going to go for it on 4th down, I would imagine. But Kahn looking to throw again. Steps back into the pocket, firing deep again. He's got him in between 2 defenders, and it's incomplete again.
Again,
and
nice.
I thought there was a flag. He just moved the football back up there, didn't he?
Again, a nice defense that time by the defensive back and the safety. Again, that was McDonald in there along with some help.
And it looks like Pike Central now going to kick it away. Parker Eads back to punt.
Going to try to pin the Jaguars back deep, make them drive it the length of the field. Kahn right now, Charlie, 0 of 4 in the passing game.
Well, he's trying to go long on all of them too, Larry.
Yes.
Eads gets rid of it. It's a nice little kick. If it bites, then it's going to roll. And Pike Central trying to down. Oh, he's going to try to return it, didn't he? He picked it up on the goal line. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Well, he seen the Pike Central player. He thought that he was going to be able to down it at the 1 or 2 yard line, so he just picks it up and sidesteps and gets it back out to about the 8. Don't know if that's what I was getting ready to say. Don't know if that's what the coach would like to see happen, but that was what happened.
That's what happened. Coaches, that's what they. Oh, thank God he held on to it.
So with 7:53 left in the first half, the Jaguars of Floyd Central up by 14. They'll have it, but they've got to drive it 92 yards for pay dirt this time.
And they're going to try to run it out of the backfield, and that's I think that's Whitaker.
Whitaker, and he might have lost a yard, or maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're moving him back, so he's going to lose 1.
And lucky he didn't lose more than that. He kind of stiff-armed his way out of 1 tackle down before that.
Well, once you're running the ball and you make a complete dead stop and try to start again, that defense is going to catch up with you.
Yeah. 2nd down, 11 now, 7:25 to play in the half. 14-0 Floyd Central. They've got the football, but it's on their own 6. In the shotgun, and hand it off again on the sweep. Was that Cotton or was that?
I think that's Boyd.
Boyd,
number 21.
Okay. And he'll get it out to the 12. So 3rd and about 7? No, 3rd and about 8, I guess it would be. They're going to say 3rd and 7 on the scoreboard.
Right.
That's close.
Give him 4 on that one.
Yep. 6:44 now to play in the half. Back to throw is Cotton looking downfield, and that's going to be caught by Brady Collins.
Yes, the big tight end. And Charlie, that pass was underthrown, and the Pike Central defender had a shot at it, but Kahn, with his size, just stepped in front of him, and there was nothing that the defensive back could do.
Definitely a mismatch in size right there.
And that moves it out to the 44-yard line, a 33-yard pickup on 3rd and 7, coming out of shadows of your own goalpost.
Yes. In the shotgun now again. Cottle going to take it himself. Going to run it up the middle. And he's going to get out to midfield.
And right now, the Jaguars definitely has the Hawks defense on their heels.
And they're gaining in confidence every time they touch football. You know, if you're Pike Central, you wanted to come in here and get a couple stops early and make them think about last week. Now they're thinking about the weeks before that, them 4 straight weeks.
Well, you're saying they're gaining confidence. They've not. One of the big things is they've not shot themselves in the foot with the penalty or the mistakes that they did last week. They've had 1 penalty so far in the game, and that was only a 5-yarder.
And they're going to keep it again. Cottle and Pike Central had him, but he got out of it.
Boy, he's a tough kid. We've seen that on the basketball floor. His size, he can get in the middle and mix it up and come out with the rebound, and he's doing the same thing here on the field, and it's a first down.
Pick up at 4. 5:35 now to play. They've got a 14-0 lead, and they're moving the football down the field.
9 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown for Cottle. 1 for 1 in the passing game, 33 yards. So he's already got 93 total yards here in the first half.
Coming around. That was a nice hole, opens up, and taking it down the field is number 22. Who is 22? Sloan. Colby Sloan. Big gain for Sloan.
Yes, they got everything clicking for him now.
Yep. 5:17 to play now here in the half, 14-0. And they're knocking on the door again. They got the ball down, at the 25?
20.
I can't see the football.
Well, it just showed, it's at 26.
26,
just
okay.
Inside the 26.
Single back formation. And they're going to hand it to the end around, and he's going to dive forward inside the 25 to about the 24. Colby Sloan again.
Sloan, why not give it to him again? Let him try it. Picks up 2. That's 18 yards, 2 carries. 5 different players carried the ball now for Floyd Central.
Floyd Central trying to get a player in. Looks like one shaking up a little bit out there. And they'll come back out. 4:27 to play here in the half. 14-0. Floyd Central. 2nd down and 8. And they may have to call timeout here as they're running the play clock down to 2-1. They are. So with 4:19 to play here in the first half, it's 14-0 Floyd Central on the Intermountain Sports Network.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years' experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because of job shutdown or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where, with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
And we're back at Floyd Central, 4:19 left first half. Floyd Central with the 14-0 lead, and they're driving it. They've got it down at their own 24-yard line. Pike Central's 24, and this drive started, Charlie, on their own 7.
Yes. Trips right, one wide out left in the empty backfield now. And He's going to hand it off.
Sloan
trying to go around the outside again. Pike Central with a good job that time. Gain of about a yard, maybe.
And they're going to mark it. That's 23, a pickup of 1, as you said, Charlie.
Under the 4-minute mark now here in the first half. 14-0, Floyd Central. 3rd down and 7. Going to go with that empty backfield look again. Trips this time to the right. There's motion coming around, and it's going to be Cottle trying to carry it himself, and he gets rid of it, though. And Pike Central this time, great defense on that one, Larry. They caught Whitaker in the backfield.
They blew that one up from the start.
Yep.
And they're going to lose, looks like 3 yards on that one and make it 4th and 11 as they move the ball back to the, well, actually they lost 4. They moved it at the 27.
Yeah,
that snap was from the 23.
And trying to get a player off, and he's going to make it.
4th and 11. See what Dylan Cottle can do with it.
Cottle now under pressure, going to pick it up and run with it. He's going to get the first down and more. He's down inside the 10, 5, touchdown, Floyd Central.
Beautiful run by Dylan Cottle. And Charlie, he was looking to throw that one and come out in the middle of the field open, wide open. He was one-on-one, had to beat the one linebacker, and that's what he did, took it in.
Well, you know, you can't let a quarterback with his legs get free on the corner like that. You've got to contain him if you're Pike Central.
Well, 10 carries, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns.
They haven't contained him very much.
That's not very good containment. You're right.
2:49 to play here in the first half. 20-0 now, Floyd Central. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion, try to make it 22-0. Here's the extra point attempt, and need to get in? I don't think so. It's going to be short. So we'll just keep it right here, Larry, on the break. And let's see, get my phone together here. I want to let you know that tonight's game is brought to you by Appalachian Wireless, Intermountain Cable, U.S. Bank, Microtech, Save-A-Lot, Coalfields Telephone, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Ben Hale, Floyd County Judge Executive, Wolf, Williams & Reynolds, Norton, Virginia, and Logan, West Virginia, Attorney John Earl Hunt, and Howard Family Pharmacy. Let's see. Also tonight, say welcome to Facebook Live High School Football from WPRG TV5, Facebook page, and live on IMC WPRG TV5, powered by G Multimedia Productions, as Facebook Live and live on PRG tonight here from Floyd Central.
No excuse not to be listening or watching, right?
That's right.
And they're missing a good game, especially if you're from right or left Beaver, because Floyd Central has dominated this one right now, 20-0 with 2:49 left here first half.
And Floyd Central ready to kick it away again. And here's the kick, and it'll be kicked back towards Sturgeon. He will pick it up inside the 15, trying to take it outside, trying to go down the sideline, and he is going to be out of bounds across the 30 at about the 34, maybe. We're going to be 1st and 10 Pike Central. And they've got 2:44 to see if they can put a stop to the momentum of Floyd Central, because it's been all Jaguars here in the first half.
Yes, it has. And in the passing game, Seth Conn 0 of 4, so they've had no success there and very little success on the ground right now, Charlie. They've got 62 yards, total yards, in the first half. On the other hand, Dylan Cottle's got 86 himself.
Conn hands it off in Thacker. Thacker breaks a tackle, gets out across the 35, call it the 37-yard line, I believe, Larry. Pick up of about 3. 2nd down and 7.
Want to mark him just over the 37, as you said, so that is a pickup of 3.
So Pike Central, you'd think, might be getting a hurry-up offense here with just a little over 2 minutes, 2:15 to play here in the first half.
Well, you know, they've got an opportunity to put some points on the board here at the end of the half, and they will be receiving the kick to start the second half. So that's 2 opportunities to score.
Yep, Seth Kahn going to try to carry it himself. Quarterback draw, cuts back to the inside, breaks a couple of tackles, gets out across the 40 to maybe the 43, looks like.
I think they're going to mark him about just over the 42, well, just short of the 43.
Okay.
So we give him 6.
And timeout called by Pike County Central. Minute 45 to play here in the half. It's 20-0 Floyd Central on the Intermountain Sports Network.
The signs lead to Pikeville's East Kentucky Expo Center this Saturday, beginning at 1, with VIP entry into the first annual Taps and Caps Beer Fest. Tap cold beer till 6, then get ready for the big show. Big hair headliners, Tesla. Give you what you want, and that's a awesome rock and roll fantasy. Opening acts, Weapons of the New, and Voices of Extreme. Get the party started. See the signs and come on down to Pikeville for the end of summer blowout. That's this Saturday. Presented by WXLR 1049, The X, Pikeville's rocker.
And welcome back to Floyd Central. 1:45 left first half. 20-0. Jaguars over the Hawks. Hawks has it 3rd and 2, Charlie, from their own 43-yard line.
Twins left, one wide out right. Kahn in the shotgun. Takes it, and he's going to hand it off up the middle. Is that Elkins? Out of the backfield. He's got some speed. Takes it down the sideline. No, that's 11, not 10. My bad. Isaiah Hess.
Hess.
I just saw that one. I thought, well, big play, though.
34. That's 16, 18-yard run.
Nice run. Big play for Pike Central with 1:39 to go. They're deep into Floyd Central territory here at about the 34-yard line.
And that's not what you want to see for Floyd Central.
Yep. Kahn takes it, looking to throw this time. Now he's under pressure, moving around, finds some help, and sets up, throws back across the field. It's going to be caught, and you can't advance that one. That's not the NFL.
Right.
Was that Aaron Sloan, number 23?
Number 21.
21, I'm sorry.
Austin Marlowe.
Moreau. And that's another first down for Pike Central, though. The first completion of the night for Seth Kahn.
12-yard completion.
Minute 25 now to play in the half. 20-0 Floyd Central. But now Pike Central threatening a little bit. They've got it at the 22. There's motion. Kahn hands it back on the crossbuck on the other side. And Hess breaks some tackles. He's down inside the 15. And it'll be 1:08 to play. And he has a first down, I believe. It'll be a pickup of 10. No, pickup of 9. I thought he was saying first down over on the far sideline. Well, they stopped the clock. Ball's on the 12.
First and 10.
It is first and goal. Okay. They never gave the signal. And Kahn in the backfield. There's motion again. And again, that same play. And it's busted up this time. Minute to play. Pike Central has it second down and goal. And I'm thinking they're going to call another timeout here. And they do. We'll stay right here with it. And again,
that was number 58, Ethan Howard, coming across the line and putting a stop to that one.
Loss of a couple on the play, I believe, isn't it?
Yes.
And, of course, I want to welcome everybody to Facebook Live High School Football from WPRG TV5's Facebook page and live on IMC WPRG TV5. Powered by G Multimedia Productions. And again, remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by U.S. Bank. This game, visit any of their locations in Pike or Floyd County. They're a member, U.S. U.S. Bank member, FDIC. Apologize, folks. And also sponsoring tonight's game is Appalachian Wireless, Intermountain Cable, Microtech, Save-A-Lot, Coalfields Telephone, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Ben Hale, Floyd County Judge Executive, Wolf Williams and Reynolds, Northern Virginia and Logan, West Virginia, Attorney John Earl Hunt, and Howard Family Pharmacy. Of course, Attorney John Earl Hunt helped sponsoring the player of the game tonight on the Intermountain Cable. We'll be deciding that here in the second half.
Yes, we will.
Seth Kahn in the shotgun. 57 seconds left, and Kahn looking to throw. Kahn being forced out of the pocket, and he's going to run it inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 8, I believe. Let's bring up a third down, and what, about 8? I guess third down and goal from the 8. It is third down and goal.
It looks like about 7.
7, okay.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, not third and goal. Okay.
No, they had it on the 12 to start with.
Okay, so third down and 7.
Yes, they can get a first down down around the 2-yard line.
From the 8. Okay, so we're both right. It is third down and 7, and they are on the 8-yard line.
Right.
So Kahn changing the formation up this time. Going to kind of odd-looking formation that time, and Kahn fakes it, throws it down the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown if it's Canans. And it is. Who is that with the catch? Can't see his number. Parker Eads, I believe it is. He looks like him. And if that is Parker Eads, then it will be it is his third on to Parker Eads,
32.
And that makes it 20-6, and that's a big play for Pike Central area because now they have momentum possibly going into the half with 45 seconds left in the ball game.
Not only that, they'll have the kickoff, the ball be kicked to them to start the second half. So they'll have 2 chances to score back-to-back nearly. Only 45 seconds left.
That Elkins on the kick. 10. And
blocked.
It is blocked, so 45 seconds all that's left. We'll stay right here with it again, Larry. And Pike Central, what they don't want to do here is give up the touchdown. Of course, if you're Floyd Central, you would love to come down and take this opening kick, take this kick and score and say, no, we're not done yet.
Exactly, and Charlie, this makes 2 weekends in a row, or 2 Friday nights in a row. We've been over here at Floyd Central, and inside 2 minutes at the end of the half, they've given up touchdowns. Last week, they tied it up 14-all against Prestonsburg. They kicked off. Ball was kicked out of bounds. They took it on the 35. Prestonsburg did, and Barney went 65 yards on one play. South Floyd got it back, couldn't do anything with it, and Prestonsburg ended up scoring again. So they give up 14 points last week in a minute, 53 seconds. Again here tonight, Pike Central showing no indication at all that they can move the ball on them, and right before the half, they just take it down and put it in the end zone.
Yep. And here's the kick. And it's going to be a short pop-up kick. And it's not, and they're diving. I think Floyd County Central covered it, but it was a little dicey there for a minute.
Yes, it was. If he could have fielded that one, didn't get the number, if he'd fielded that one on the run, he might have got a nice return on that one and got some excellent field position, but dropped it, and a teammate fell on it. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 34. 43 seconds left first half. 22-6. Jaguars over the Hawks.
There you go. And right now, let's see. I'm assuming they will run the football. They're going empty backfield here.
They might try to get one.
Yep. Cottle going to hand it off on a sweep around. And Morrow maybe did get him by the face mask.
Might have. Flag came in, and it was a one-on-one tackle. So this could be, if it's a 15-yarder, that'd be a big play for Floyd Central.
Yeah, what should have been a loss?
Personal foul, force collar, 21 on the defense, 15-yard penalty, distance results in a first down. Hey, Sean.
Okay.
So Pike Central picks up their second penalty. Charlie, both of them a 15-yard variety, so they've had 2 penalties for 30 yards, but that moves it out 1st and 10 for Floyd Central at their own 47-yard line. 36 seconds left, so if you take a shot down the field and Pike Central ends up coming up with a turnover, you got them deep on their end of the field. So we'll see what happens.
Back to the wishbone. Cottle under center. And he's going to hand it off in the backfield.
Whitaker.
And Whitaker trying to get outside, gets knocked out of bounds.
Over the 50 down to the 47-yard line, so pick up a 6.
31.5 left in the half. 20-6 lead, Floyd Central. And they are in Pike Central territory here at the 47. The clock stopped because he went out of bounds. And let's see what they're going to come out with now. They're going to go back to the wishbone. Cottle, turn around, he's going to roll out himself. And he's going to get across the 45, call it the 44.
And Floyd Central's going to use one of their timeouts.
I guess you can't take them with you.
Well, they'll have one left. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Ball resting at the 44-yard line. Cottle picked up 3 that time, Charlie. Cottle right now 11 carries here in the first half, and he's got 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Whitaker with 9 carries for 53 yards. So between the two of them, they got 142 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. And Pike Central total yardage so far here in the first half is just a little over 100 yards. So Cottle and Whitaker combined for their themselves outgained Pike Central by about 25 yards here in this first half. So
yeah, it's they've dominated them on the ground quite a bit. Pike Central able to get that last drive into the end zone, though. When they get the football coming out in the second half, they come out and score, they're right back in it.
Well, what you got to look at, though, Charlie, is their defense has been on the field for a long time here in this first half, and right when they scored and needed to stop, Floyd Central comes out and just driving it down the field. They got 25 seconds left, and with their explosiveness in the passing game and the run game, that's a long ways to go for them.
You're right. And Pike Central back up the line of scrimmage, as is Floyd Central in that wishbone. They're going to try to hand it up the middle.
And they got the first down.
Yep. Move the ball into the...
I think that's number 32, the big fullback. Let's see. Get up off the bottom of that pile. 35.
35 or 45?
Number 35. He's in the backfield.
35, Dustin Huff. There he is.
Yeah.
Back to throw, rolling out. Yep, now he's under pressure, coming back to the inside. And, yep, that's coming back.
Yep. Block in the back.
Yep. I think that's an easy one. .2 seconds left here in the half.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 56, offense, 15-yard penalty, still first down.
Still be first down, but that's going to back them up 15 yards from the point of the foul, which is about the 43-yard line. So they'll move it back to the 40.
So that ends up
43.
being a 20-yard penalty, actually.
Yep.
15 yards, and then the spot of the foul is 5 more. So
42 actually is where it'll be. And with 4 seconds left, they're going to hand it off out of the backfield to Whitaker. And Whitaker tackled as time runs out. So at the half, it'll be Floyd Central 20, Pike Central 6 on the Intermountain Sports Network.
With all of us spending more time online and finding new ways to enjoy the internet, we need to understand how much data we are using and how to manage our usage. Some households use a lot more data or bandwidth than others. In fact, just a few big data users are responsible for a huge percentage of the traffic on our network. Just one of these heavy data users can monopolize as much bandwidth as a whole neighborhood. This extreme usage causes network congestion and slows your internet speeds. That's why our plans have monthly usage limits. They include plenty of data for the average user while ensuring a better online experience for everyone. Most customers will never reach their data limit, but just to be sure, you can check your data usage anytime by reviewing your account on our website. Don't worry, if it looks like you may go over your internet plan limit, we will notify you multiple times before you are charged an overage fee. And if you do exceed your plan, we'll provide an additional 50 gigabytes of data at a reasonable cost. Thanks for taking the time to learn how smart data usage can make the internet better for all of us. You can find more information and tips on our website.
While other insurance companies just see a car, we see something you've worked really hard for. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription? That's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where, with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years' experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because of job shutdown or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
There's no better time than now to get the Android smartphone of your choice from Appalachian Wireless. All Androids up to $50 off regular price all this month. The Samsung GS8 was $149.99, now just $99.99. The LG G6, normally $99.99, is now only $49.99. And believe it or not, you can get the Galaxy S7 for only $1 with 2-year agreement while supplies last. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
To Floyd County Central, the Jaguars lead the Hawks 20-6 here at the half. And Larry, you got some halftime numbers for me?
I do, Charlie. First for the Hawks of Pike Central, we'll go over the numbers for them. Hess carried the ball 5 times 31 yards. Thacker had 10 carries for 40 yards, and Kahn carried it 6 times for 32 yards. Through the passing, in the passing game, Kahn was 2 of 6 for 20 yards and a touchdown. Morrow caught 1 pass for 12 yards, and Eves 1 pass for 8 yards. That was a touchdown pass. So total yardage for Pike Central, 103 yards on the ground, 20 through the air for a total of 123 yards. Pike Central was flagged 2 times and had 30 yards in penalties. Now for Floyd Central, Cotto, he carried the ball 11 times, 89 yards, and had 2 touchdowns. Cotton with 2 carries for 5 yards. Whitaker carried it 10 times, 71 yards, and he had a touchdown. Boyd carried it 2 times for 4 yards. Sloan carried 4 times, 17 yards, and the big fullback Huff, 1 carry for 4 yards. In the passing game, Cotto had 1 a pass attempt. That was completion for 33 yards to Brady Kahn, the big tight end. So for Floyd Central, they had 190 yards on the ground, 33 yards through the air for a total of 223 yards. That was exactly 100 yards more than Pike Central had. Floyd Central was penalized 2 times for 25 yards total on their penalties, and there was no turnovers by either team in that first half, Charlie. And matter of fact, there was only 1 punt. That was by Pike Central, and Pike Central turned it over on downs 1 time. So that basically, you know, the teams every time they had possession, they either scored or turned it over on downs, had that 1 punt, like I said. So Both teams moved it up down the field. Of course, Floyd Central, you can see, was a little more efficient at that, but Pike Central put the big touchdown on the board right before the half. It's 20-6, and Pike Central will be receiving the ball when we start the second half. So we'll send it back to the station and be back shortly. 20-6, Floyd Central over Pike Central at the half. This is your In-Mountain Sports Network.
The signs lead to Pikeville's East Kentucky Expo Center this Saturday, beginning at 1, with VIP entry into the first annual Taps and Caps Beer Fest. Tap cold beer till 6, then get ready for the big show. Big hair headliners, Tesla. Give you what you want, and that's a awesome rock and roll fantasy. Opening acts, Weapons of Anew, and Voices of Extreme. Get the party started. See the signs and come on down to Pikeville for the end of summer blowout. That's this Saturday. Presented by WXLR 1049, The X, Pikeville's rocker.
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where, with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
There's no better time than now to get the Android smartphone of your choice from Appalachian Wireless. All Androids up to $50 off regular price all this month. The Samsung GS8 was $149.99, now just $99.99. The LG G6, normally $99.99, is now only $49.99. And believe it or not, you can get the Galaxy S7 for only $1 with 2-year agreement while supplies last. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
With all of us spending more time online and finding new ways to enjoy the internet, we need to understand how much data we are using and how to manage our usage. Some households use a lot more data or bandwidth than others. In fact, just a few big data users are responsible for a huge percentage of the traffic on our network. Just one of these heavy data users can monopolize as much bandwidth as a whole neighborhood. This extreme usage causes network congestion and slows your internet speeds. That's why our plans have monthly usage limits. They include plenty of data for the average user while ensuring a better online experience for everyone. Most customers will never reach their data limit, but just to be sure, you can check your data usage anytime by reviewing your account on our website. Don't worry, if it looks like you may go over your internet plan limit, we will notify you multiple times before you are charged an overage fee. And if you do exceed your plan, we'll provide an additional 50 gigabytes of data at a reasonable cost. Thanks for taking the time to learn how smart data usage can make the internet better for all of us. You can find more information and tips on our website.
While other insurance companies just see a car, we see something you've worked really hard for. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where, with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because of job shutdown or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
The Hatfield and McCoy Festival in Pikeville, Pike County, Kentucky, September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, kicks off with the Pikeville Main Street Live and the Rough Tough Cuss Race. The pig roast on Saturday at the Pikeville Farmers Market with descendants and live music. And at 3 p.m., Blood Song play at the historic Pike County Courthouse. Plus the Beer Fest and Tesla in concert that evening. Ending the festival Sunday morning with the McCoy Well Site Service. The Hatfield and McCoy Festival in Pikeville, Kentucky.
The signs lead to Pikeville's East Kentucky Expo Center this Saturday, beginning at 1, with VIP entry into the first annual Taps and Caps Beer Fest. Tap cold beer till 6, then get ready for the big show. Big hair headliners, Tesla. Give you what you want, and that's a awesome rock and roll fantasy. Opening acts, Weapons of Anew, and Voices of Extreme. Get the party started. See the signs and come on down to Pikeville for the end of summer blowout. That's this Saturday. Presented by WXLR 1049, The X, Pikeville's rocker.
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where, with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
There's no better time than now to get the Android smartphone of your choice from Appalachian Wireless. All Androids up to $50 off regular price all this month. The Samsung GS8 was $149.99, now just $99.99. The LG G6, normally $99.99, is now only $49.99. And believe it or not, you can get the Galaxy S7 for only $1 with 2-year agreement while supplies last. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
While other insurance companies just see a car, we see something you've worked really hard for. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Welcome back to Floyd County Central here. It's 20-6 at the half. Floyd Central with the big lead, but Pike Central did make a run there at the end of the half to get on the scoreboard, Larry, and they'll have the ball to start the second half as they deferred after winning the opening coin toss.
Yes, they will, and just as you said, they scored late in the first half, and Floyd Central got it into Pike Central's territory, but big penalty took it back, and they wasn't able to do anything with it from there. So Pike Central will be getting it to start this second half. We'd like to welcome everyone to Facebook Live, High School Football with WPRG TV 5 Facebook page, and live on Intermountain Cable, WPRG TV 5. And this is powered by G Multimedia Productions. And Charlie, folks has come out here, and these two teams both, this is a district game, first district game of the season, and the ones that showed up here tonight got their money's worth in that first half. Nice game going.
Absolutely. Both teams, looked like both teams were going to run it up and down the field at the first, and Pike Central unable to do anything with it once it got inside the 40 until that last drive, but they put some points on the board. If they come out and score right now, they get 6 or 8 points. We got a ball game.
Oh, definitely, and Also a very clean first half, no turnovers by either team. Both teams only flagged 2 times each, 30 yards in penalties for Pike Central and 25 yards penalties for Floyd Central. Floyd Central pretty well dominated the first half up to about 5 minutes to go in the first half, and Pike Central hadn't really done anything with it, but they put a nice drive together and took it down the field. Ended up scoring on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Con to Eads, and got them right back into this game. So it's anybody's ball game.
You know, that's Eads is kind of like he's a big target for him to throw at. Another big basketball player coming out there. Him and Brady Kahn are real similar in size and give you that big target, especially in the end zone.
Well, that's just exactly what I was going to say when you mentioned the size of Eads, Brady Kahn. Both of them is about 6'3", 6'4", somewhere in that range, and somewhere around 225, 230 in size. And the one reception that Cottle had for 33 yards was to Brady Kahn. And he used his size, as we mentioned on the play. The defensive back was in a great position on the pass, but Kahn just stepped in front of him and shielded him away from the body or the ball with his body and made that big reception, same way Eads done on the touchdown.
Exactly. You know, that's what, you know, and that's the thing. If you got a 5'10" or 5'9" defender in front of you, you can just go over top of him and get the football.
Exactly right. So both teams is out, and looks like they've got their warm-ups in. Both of them's heading to the sideline. The officials is huddling in the middle of the field, and we're about 40 seconds away from the start here of this second half as the fans on the Floyd Central side come to their feet, and they really appreciate what they seen out of their team that first half.
Yeah, they have. You know, they should. They played well here in the first half.
Yes, they have.
And it's going to be interesting to see how the second half starts out. You know, Pike Central gets a chance here to give their defense an extended rest if they can get a drive going. As we talked about, they spent a lot of time on the field here in that first half. And, you know, Floyd Central, that's the first thing they want to do is they want to get a 3-and-out and get the football back.
Well, they definitely was on the field, the defense of Pike Central, for a pretty good portion of that first half, and they did look like they was getting worn down toward the end of the first half. So we'll see that what they can come up with. We'll also like to mention that we're live on the radio coverage on WXLR 104.9 FM and WXKZ 105.3 FM, so no reason not to be tuning in, listening, or watching a great high school football game.
This time Pike Central gets Kahn in the action to return the ball, and Kahn breaks a couple of tackles, but still fighting, and the football comes out. They're going to say he was down.
Yeah, forward motion was stopped.
Yeah, they stopped him before that, so whistle was blown.
About the 22-yard line, so Pike Central will start at the 22-yard line here in the second half.
Let's see what the Hawks come back out with here in the second half, trying to get something going. Not the way they wanted to start, though, when they move, flipping Kahn around, trying to give him the ball, hoping to get a big return out of that. They didn't get nothing much out of it. And he'll go out of the shotgun this time. Here's that, going to run it back up the middle again. There's a hole, and that's going to be a pretty good pickup up to about the 39-yard line.
That's Eads.
Eads. Was that
Eads?
Eads.
Excuse me, Hess.
Hess, okay.
And he's going to pick up, looks like about 6. Going to mark him at the 29. Giving him 7, actually.
And Pike Central again will go out of that same formation. The double tied, actually, one wide out to the right. They're going to run it back up the middle again, and there's not much there this time.
And that's Hess again. I think he's going to come up about a half a yard short of the first down. Marking him on 31, so pick up the 2, be 3rd and 1.
11 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 20-6. Floyd Central with the lead, and Pike Central trying to move the football, so it's going to be 3rd down and a yard to go here.
Pike Central with only 3 players carrying the ball in the first half, Charlie, and Floyd Central with 6 different players with a carry.
Kahn takes it. He's going to take it himself, and he makes a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets out across the 35, and then goes down, and that's going to be a late hit.
Yep. A little bit of piling on. In high school, when you knee hits the ground, the play's over, and Kahn trying to make a cut. We'll see. We'll get the
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 58 on the defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
I think when he saw him coming, when he made that, he went down on purpose.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
so,
right.
I mean, that's a good call. Won't hear us say that a whole lot, do they? How good the call was, but they've done a good job here tonight.
They have. So only 5 penalties in the game total. 10:30 left here in the third quarter. That's you don't see that very often.
No, you don't. Pike Central again with that double tight, one wide out to the right, and Kahn fakes it, hands it off up Thacker up the inside. He breaks the tackle, gets out near the 40.
The misdirection plays now is actually bothering Floyd Central. They hemmed those up pretty good in the first half, but Coach Eric Ratliff just keeps with it. That's his bread and butter, and now they're starting to get some holes opened up.
Well, you know, he ran that a lot when he was at Shelby Valley. Anywhere he's been, he's run that in his offense.
Well, he went to the semifinal state running that offense at Shelby Valley.
Yep. There's motion, and there he hands it off up middle again, and there's another nice hole. Hess out across the 35, maybe the 34-yard line. Be a pickup of 4, maybe we'll call it 5 yards, looks like, Larry. Nope, it'll be another first down. And the ball resting at the 34-yard line. 9:45 to play here in the third, 20 to 6. Floyd Central, Pike Central moving the football. There's the clock being wound up again. And I don't know what kind of lineup that is in the backfield, but it's going to be Kahn carrying it out, trying to get to the outside. Makes a nice move, and he's going to pick up about 8, maybe 9 yards on the play. He could be down close to the 25.
I think they're going to mark him right at the 25, so it is 9 yards. 46 yards now on 8 carries for Seth Kahn.
So Pike Central trying to establish some momentum here in this second half as we've got 9:12 to play in the third quarter, and they have not relinquished the football yet.
Well, you know, we talked about the fast-moving first half. Each team had the ball, I think, Pike Central 3 times and Floyd Central 4.
There's Kahn again trying to make the cut. Gets a block, cuts back up inside the 10. Nice spin move, goes down to the 8. And that's a first and goal.
Mark him at the 9, I think, Charlie. They're going to give him 16 yards on that carry.
So first and goal coming up now for Pike County Central. And with 8:51 to play here in the third quarter, the Hawks knocking on the door, trying to make a ball game of it. They're down 20 to 6 right here. They want to close that gap as they've got it first and goal from the 9.
Beautiful blocking on that play by the Hawks. The offensive line.
Trying to hand it up the middle. Oh, nice cut on the inside, and he is down. Did he get in? No, he's down at the 1. Who was that? Was that?
I think that was Hess.
Was that Hess? That's what I thought.
Boy, he looked like he was going to take a yard loss and made a stop and just cut it straight up the middle. Beautiful run.
So second down and goal now from the 1 yard line. And Pike Central with it, and it's going to be Kahn trying to take it. He walks into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's 20 to 12 now with 8:04 to play here in the third quarter. And we got a bad football game going right now.
Yes, we do. Got a bad football game.
Football game going.
And just like you said, they'll go for the 2 point, try to close it down to 6 points. Right now, the lead is 8:04, third quarter. So they take it right down the field and put it into the end zone.
And they'll come back out and line up for the 2 point conversion. Kahn out of the shotgun looking to throw and throws it over to the end zone. Too tall, it'll be incomplete. So with 8:04 to play in the third quarter, it's 20 to 12. Floyd Central, this is Intermountain Sports Network.
Some things are better slow. Internet is not one of them. With Intermountain Cable, slow internet is history. Play movies and videos instantly in HD quality, video chat without interruption, download music or photos in seconds, and dominate in gaming with virtually no lag time, no matter how many devices are online. Experience Ultra Extreme Internet. Call or visit imctv.com to learn more.
Save up to 40% off this week at Save-A-Lot. Pepsi 2 liters $1 and Pepsi 6-pack bottles 5 for $10. Sweet whole pineapples 99 cents. Jumbo pack drumsticks or thighs 5 pounds or more 69 cents a pound. Mantia spaghetti 16-ounce box 99 cents. Banquet pot pies 69 cents. That's Save-A-Lot stores at North and South Mayo Trail, Pikeville, Hindman, Inez, and Wise, Virginia. Price is good through September 24th.
And here's the kick. It's going to be a short kick. Floyd Central will field it and trying to run it back up the field. And they'll get good field position, Larry, up at about the 38-yard line.
I think Brady Kahn.
Is that Brady Kahn? I thought so, yeah. I don't know if I'd want to kick it to him or not.
Well, you know, he took a chance, actually. He fielded that on about the 27, right on the sideline. The kick would have went out of bounds. They could have got it at the 35, but he decided to field it and got it out to the 39. So that's 4 positive yards that he got his team. So now let's see what Floyd Central can do, see if they can answer the drive that the Hawks laid on them to start this second half.
Let's see if that fires up this Pike Central defense a little bit here, giving them a chance. Going to be interesting here this second half as we get started. And there's the snap and trying to run with it, and he's got running room. And he may be gone, Larry, one man to beat. And he's still on his feet. He's down inside the 20. And it'll be a big first down for Dylan Cottle.
Dylan Cottle takes it all the way to the 16-yard line, Charlie. That's 45 yards on the first play of the second half. So they've not got it in the end zone yet, but that's a pretty good answer.
Yeah, Pike Central had that big balloon burst real quick, didn't they? And here comes Floyd Central again. Cottle in the shotgun. Twins to the right. And now there'll be twins to the left. He'll move trips. He'll be empty backfield set this time. There's motion coming across. And Cottle hands it off in the backfield. And that's number 11, I think.
No, that's number 21, Boyd.
Boyd, okay.
Yes. And he's going to take it down to the 11-yard line.
11-yard line, yep.
Pick up a 5.
So second down and 5 from the 11. So you can get to the 1 and get to the 5 and get a first down here.
That's a pretty good little design play, Charlie. They run trips up to the right, and then they bring Con in motion, hand it to him, and you've already got 3 blockers set up out there for you.
Yep. And here comes motion again. And this time Cottle takes it, lost the football, and who got it back? Did he get it back?
Yes.
He did, yes.
And it looked like they was trying to get that one to Sloan coming in motion, but just a bad exchange between Cottle and Sloan. And let's see where they're going to mark the ball. Going to mark it back to the 13-yard line, looks like.
3rd and 7, we'll call it. 3rd and 7 now from the 13. Cottle looking back to the sideline for his play. And they'll go out of the shotgun, twins each way. Cottle takes it and wanting to throw, throws it on the run. It is short hop. Yep, incomplete. So 4th down and 7. And Pike Central trying to dodge the bullet here, the proverbial bullet. If I can get that word out.
And looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Don't see no kicker coming on the field. You're down.
Well, I've never seen them kicking extra points. I would assume they wouldn't kick a field goal.
Right.
But 4th down and 7.
Something that is a big weapon for teams that has a good kicker.
Yes, it is. There's that sweep end around. Cottle picks it up, tries to throw it, and it is incomplete, nowhere near his intended receiver. So it'll be a turnover on downs back to Pike Central with 6:09 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 20-12 now. The Jaguars leading. But
well, you know, Charlie, in the first half, Pike Central turned the ball over on downs, and they only had a 3-yard gain on the first 2 carries. They tried 3rd and 4th down on passes and wasn't able to connect, turned it over. Same thing happens here for Floyd Central here in the second half.
You know, maybe a tale of 2 halves here, Larry. As both teams going to the sideline here. On the break, looks like did we have a timeout called? I didn't see one.
I think that we got a official timeout, looks like. So we'd like to let everybody know that they can turn on their Facebook Live, high school football from WPRG Channel 5, the Facebook page, and live on Intermountain Cable, WPRG TV 5, powered by G Multimedia Productions. Also, live radio coverage, WXLR 104.9 and WXKZ 105.3. So, a lot of ways tune in and watch this game or listen to it tonight.
Exactly, absolutely. Keep up with the action.
And it's a dandy.
We've had a lot of action here tonight. You're exactly right.
Yes. I'd like to remind everyone at the end of tonight's game, the
Con taking it the other way for Pike Central, and he's going to be run out of bounds after a pretty decent game.
Attorney John Earl Hunt, Intermountain Sports Player of the Game, will be announced toward the end of the game, and right now we've got five or six players that is making a bid for that.
A lot of it's going to depend on who wins this one, I think, Larry.
I think you're right. Charlie could have come down right to the end of the game as Con picks up 9 on that carry. Con up 72 yards now on 11 carries.
He's making his bid for the Pike Central side. Con in the shotgun. Takes it, and this time he hands it off. And it's a better run than I thought. Nice job handing the ball off in the middle.
That's Hess.
Hess has had a pretty good game.
Yes, he has.
First down, Pike Central.
And where are they marking him at? The 31,
31. Yep. 20-12, South Floyd Central leading.
First time now.
First time tonight. We're getting better. 5:42 to play here in the third quarter. Pike Central moving the football. Con takes it. He's going to run it himself. Con takes it up over that left sideline. He's got some open field in front of him, and he gets out near the 45.
Mark him at the 45, pick up 14. And very balanced rushing attack right now for, let's see, we got a flag, look like.
Holding, offense number 3, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Boy, take a big 14-yard runaway.
That's going to be a loss. You know, you take the 14-yard run, that's just near the line of scrimmage. That's a 24-yard penalty in essence.
Going to mark it our way back to the 22-yard line, looks like. Be first and 19. Very balanced score, rushing right now, Charlie, for Pike Central. Con with 72 yards, has 62, and Thacker 48.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, if you're Pike Central, you put yourself in a tough situation with that holding call right here, though.
Yes.
Behind the sticks, first and 19, and looks like Con going to keep it himself again. Con works his way ahead. He'll get out across the 20 to about the 21. I mean, the 26, I'm sorry. That falls 25. Picks up about three yards on the play, looks like.
We're going to mark him at the 27. Going to pick up 4.
That'll bring up a second down and about 15, though.
Right.
4:51 to play here in the third quarter, 20-12. Floyd Central with the lead.
And they've not been able to stop the Hawks here in this second half, so this is a big series of downs for them. They've got them behind the yard markers right now.
They do. Con looking to the sideline. We're going to have a timeout called by Pike County Central. With 4:32 to play in the third quarter, it's 20-12. Floyd Central on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky has millions in assets. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Baker. The reason I'm telling you this, our friends at CBK have got money they want to loan you, just like the Wallaces for Johnny's College. We're Citizens Bank of Kentucky and we have money to loan you.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now uses 7 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 300 megs with Ultra Extreme Internet from Intermountain Cable. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Hi everybody, Dave Baker here for our friends at Citizens Bank of Kentucky. You know, your local CBK is opening the vault. They've got money to lend for home, personal, or auto.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Besides blue, green is my favorite color.
And we're back at Floyd Central, 4:32 left, third quarter, 2012. Jaguars over the Hawks, but the Hawks, Charlie's second and 14.
Stepping up, trying to throw it downfield, looking ahead, and he's got it. 10, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Elkins. And Pike Central back in it, Larry. 20-18 now.
73 yards, Con to Elkins, and he hit Elkins right in stride. The Floyd Central defender looked back and lost sight of it, and Elkins just pulled away from him.
He did. I'll tell you, that may be the prettiest pass in high school I've seen all season. Because, I mean, it hit everything about it was right, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
He faked the run, set up, and that gave Elkins that step. And once he got the step, like I said, the defender looked back for the ball, and then he never saw Elkins. Well, the only thing he saw was the behind of Elkins from there on out. Pike Central going for two. And do they get in? They do. And we are now tied at 20 with 4:23 to go here in the third quarter on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky has millions in assets. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Baker. The reason I'm telling you this, our friends at CBK have got money they want to loan you, just like the Wallaces for Johnny's College. We're Citizens Bank of Kentucky and we have money to loan you.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now uses 7 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 300 megs with Ultra Extreme Internet from Intermountain Cable. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Hi everybody, Dave Baker here for our friends at Citizens Bank of Kentucky. You know, your local CBK is opening the vault. They've got money to lend for home, personal, or auto.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Besides blue, green is my favorite color.
I don't know, ball's loose on the ground. And let's see.
I think Floyd Central
finally come away with
it.
Officials are pulling them off the pile. It will be Floyd Central, yes.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he mishandled that one.
Floyd Central bobbled it. Pike Central's player hit him right in the bread basket. He ended up bobbling it, and Floyd Central gets it back. Dodged the bullet.
I tell you what, that's what it's all about, though.
Yes.
That's football right there.
If Pike Central could have come up with that one, you talk about the momentum.
Big Mo would have been.
Well, it's already on their side because it's been all Pike Central the second half.
Yes, so far you're right. There's a handoff coming over this left side, Whitaker. That's Whitaker. And he gets out to the 40, pick up 7. 41.
Whitaker now was 78 yards on 11 carries. He has the first touchdown for Floyd Central.
And he'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 coming up now for Floyd Central. Jaguars getting their second possession of the half. Wishbone formation. And they're going back to the smash mouth football. There's a big hole. That's Cotton. And Cotton may go. 20, 10, touchdown for Elijah Cotton.
59-yard answer on the big bomb by Pike Central. So, Charlie, we're seeing look like a tennis match now, don't it?
Now we're into the big play second half here. 26-20. Floyd Central retakes the lead with triple threes on the scoreboard. 3:33 to play here in the third quarter. And I'll tell you what, that was Cotton just, once he got through the line of scrimmage, he just kicked in the afterburners, didn't he?
Shows a lot of character on the part for Floyd Central to take that shot that Pike Central gave him and come back and in 2 plays after the near turnover.
Right.
And retake the lead.
There's the wishbone again. There's Cotton trying to go outside. Nice tackle on the outside by Pike Central. keep it to a 6-point ball game, 26-20, 3:33 to play. We'll just keep it right here, Larry, and talk about some of the action here. Of course, want to also remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by U.S. Bank. Visit any of their locations in Pike and Floyd County. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Appreciate those folks letting us be here tonight for you. And you can watch this game on Facebook Live. You can listen to it on the radio. You know, we got a lot of things going on. You know, you're on TV5's Facebook, WPRG TV5's Facebook page. We're on WPRG TV5. And we're also live on 104.9, 105.3 WXLR and WXKZ radio. All this powered by G Media Multimedia Productions. And what a game this has been.
I'm telling you, it's everything that we thought it could be. We thought we had a dandy when we come over here and it could be a close game. That's exactly what it is.
Line drive taken back at the 15-yard line and falling down up near the 30. Who is that? Is that Sturgeon?
Number 6.
Sturgeon with the carry.
Sturgeon.
And it'll be right at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 now for Pike Central.
Boy, both teams really piling up some numbers here in this second half, Charlie.
Hey, you're going to maybe get your calculator out before this one's over.
I've told you.
3:28 to go in the third. Pike Central now trailing by 6 with the football. Let's see if they can answer the answer from Floyd Central.
Right.
And here comes the sweep around the outside. Thacker, and he is drugged down from behind. They have lost a yard on the play.
Number 44 on the tackle. And that would be, if we can find his number,
Brendan Little.
Brendan Little, a junior. And see, he is going to lose 1 yard, looks like.
Good spot on the ball. That's exactly where he went down. There's no question.
Right.
Second down and 11. Elkins split out wide to the left, and he's a weapon, obviously. Kahn in the shotgun. Looking, rolling out to his left, cuts it back inside. He breaks the tackle, spins, goes down at about the 34, maybe 35-yard line. That'd be a pickup of 5. That'd be a pickup of 6, actually, won't it?
And that was Josh King, number 8, with the tackle.
Pickup of 6. He was at the 29-yard line, gets out to the 30, so it'll be 3rd down and 5. Now Pike Central with 2:21 to play here in the third quarter.
Kahn now approaching 100 yards on the night on the ground. It's 82 yards, 13 carries. Has a touchdown.
Kahn in the shotgun. There's a little bit of reverse coming back to the inside. There's a big hole opens up. And he stumbles out over the midfield stripe to about the 47-yard line, 1st and 10, Pike Central. As you said, Thacker on the carry. And, boy, Kahn did a fine job of selling that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Big 13-yard run by Thacker, and last man between him and the goal line to save the touchdown on that one.
And that was one of those shoestring tackles, too. Looked like he got tripped up. One wide out wide to the right. Double slot, one back in the backfield. There's motion coming around. And again, they're going to do basically the same play. He'll get across the 45, call it the 44-yard line.
Pick up a 3.
2nd down and 7 now. 1:35 to play here in the third quarter. Still 26-20 Floyd Central.
Thacker with 14 carries now, Charlie. He's got 63 yards.
Elkins coming in from the sideline.
Hess with 62 yards and Kahn with 82. Very balanced.
Elkins split out wide to the left. Kahn takes the snap. He cuts it back up inside, breaks a tackle. He's got some running room. He's got a 1st down and more down near the 30-yard line. So both teams picking up chunks of yardage here in this second half, Larry.
Yes, they are. 14-yard carry.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 30 now for Pike Central. 1:08 to play here in the third quarter.
Floyd Central got a man down over in the area where the tackle was made. As Charlie said, 1:08 left here, third quarter, 26-20. Floyd Central with the lead, and the Hawks of Pike Central is driving Got it on the 30-yard line of the Jaguars.
Reminder that this game is brought to you tonight by Appalachian Wireless, Intermountain Cable, U.S. Bank, Microtech, Save-A-Lot, Coalfields Telephone, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Ben Hale, Floyd County Judge Executive, Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds, Norton, Virginia, and Logan, West Virginia, Attorney John Earl Hunt, and Howard Family Pharmacy. Of course, Attorney John Earl Hunt also sponsoring the player of the game here on the Intermountain Sports Network, so we'll be giving away the football here at the end of this one, and that thing's still up for grabs right now.
I told you there's several players on both teams wanting to take that trophy home tonight.
Gaughan's making a pretty good bid here in the second half.
I don't know, Charlie, if they really are interested in the football that we give them the trophy, or if it's getting that picture taken with you.
Well, you know.
I don't know which one it is.
And in the shotgun again is Kahn. One wide out each way. And Kahn's going to keep it himself. Steps up inside, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to be down near first down. Did the ball come out? Was that the beanbag I saw?
I think it was a beanbag come out there. I thought it might have been a flag, but it was a beanbag. But evidently, Pike Central got back on it. And see where they're going to mark it at. Looks like about the
close to
21. So it's going to be a pickup of 9. That was Kahn carrying it, wasn't it?
Yeah, second down and 1.
That puts him over 100 yards now, 105.
Most of them here in the second half.
You're right.
One wide out, split wide to the right. I believe that's Elkins. Kahn in the shotgun. There's motion coming back. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Hess got another first down. Breaks another tackle down inside the 10.
Boy, what a tough run that time by Hess. Isaiah Hess.
At the 10. First and goal from the 10.
Pick up of 11. And that's probably going to be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah, and Central's going to take. Yep.
Yeah.
So at the end of 3, it's 26-20, Floyd Central, and we'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
This is breaking news from Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds. 80 to 90% of workers who apply for disabled Social Security or black lung benefits get turned down the first time. Half or more of those believe the process is over. Not so. That's where the experience of Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds can help. If you've been turned down for disabled Social Security or black lung benefits, call 1-800-446-0167. Get the process for relief started today. Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds. This is an advertisement.
Tired of internet and TV providers that promise the moon, then let you down with second-rate service? Intermountain Cable's advanced broadband network delivers faster internet, clearer HD TV channels, and a better home phone service at great bundle rates. All backed by our free 24/7 call and support center. No broken promises, no nonsense, just great service. Visit imctv.com to sign up now.
And we're back at Floyd Central, ready for fourth quarter action. 26-20. Jaguars of Floyd Central over the Pike Central Hawks, but the Hawks are driving as they have the ball on the 10, first and goal. So, Charlie, going over some quick numbers. Kahn now over 100 yards on the ground at 105. Hess with 73 and Thacker with 63, and on Floyd Central side, the quarterback Cottle, he's got 132, and Whitaker's got 78 yards on the ground. So we're seeing some players stepping up and really packing the old pigskin here tonight.
Yes, we have. Pike Central comes back out. One wide out, wide right. There's Kahn with the signal. He's going to hand it off up the middle again. And
Hess, I think.
Spins inside the 5. Going to say the 4.
Down to the 4, going to pick up 6.
So Pike Central knocking on the door here, trailing by 6 with 11:40 to play in the ballgame.
And another Floyd Central player down. Looks like this might be a cramp as he's up and bending over trying to stretch that calf out.
He has to come out, though, because they called an official timeout, right?
Right. Defensive players for Floyd Central been on the field for a long time here in this second half, so might see some of those cramps start popping up now.
Well, you know, and it's been that kind of weather. It's been very humid, very hot today, and in this cooler evening, I had one myself in the first half.
You ain't carried the
And
ball.
I ain't carried the ball once. That's right. And taking it in the end zone for Pike Central is Kahn. And it's a tie ball game, 26-26. 11:30 to play in the contest.
Seth Kahn now with 109 yards on 16 carries. He has 2 touchdowns on the ground, and he's 3 of 7 for 93 yards through the air and 2 touchdown passes. So he's been involved directly in all 4 scores for Pike Central right now.
You're right, and they're going to try the extra point here. They're going to try to kick it through. Elkins will be the kicker, Kahn the holder. First one was blocked. Let's see if they can get points on the board. And nope, that's up. It's going to be good. And it's a 1-point lead for Pike Central, 27-26 with 11:30 to play in the ball game on the Intermountain Sports Network.
What is your emergency?
I think I'm being robbed.
Sir?
These big home security guys want $40 a month from me.
Let's connect you to a local company right away.
It's a crime what big national companies charge for home security monitoring. Good thing there's Microtech Home Security, a local service from Gearhart Communications. Reliable monitoring of any security system for as low as $24.95 per month.
Help is on the way, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Switch now and your first 2 months are free. Call today or visit us online.
As Floyd County Judge, Ben Hill works with a lot of budgets, roads, and building projects. But Judge Hill will tell you, the most important thing is the children of Floyd County. These bright kids are our future, and from academics to athletics, it looks like we are in pretty good hands. Floyd County Judge Executive Ben Hill would like to wish all Floyd County teams the best of luck and encourages everyone to go out and support the kids. Working for Floyd County, working for our children. That's your Judge, Ben Hill, paid for by Ben Hill.
Welcome back to Floyd Central. 11:30 left in the ball game. 27-26. The Hawks of Pike Central with their first lead of the night.
Another onside kick there, and this time Floyd Central does a good job of catching it.
Yes, and that was a perfect kick, Charlie, because just as Huff received the ball, he was tackled. It's just like, catching a pass and everything. That is a live ball when it's popped up like that. And you don't have, he didn't give no fair catch signal, so if they'd hit that one or beat him to the ball and got it, that would have been the Hawks' ball.
That's right.
But, Charlie, as we said, their first lead tonight, they've outscored Floyd Central 27-6 since midway in the second quarter.
And there's a nice handoff up the middle, so pickup of about 4 or maybe 5 for Floyd Central through the carrier. Well, ball carrier was that time?
I think that was Cotton.
Cotton, okay. Yeah, it was. Ball right at the 46-yard line.
Picking up 5.
Second down and 5 coming up now for Floyd Central. Wishbone look. And he's going to hand it off to Whitaker, second man through. Whitaker with a big hole. He's got a first down.
Still going.
Still going. Gets down inside the 40 of Pike Central.
Down close to about, looks like about the 38 they're going to mark him. So pick up a 15 for Whitaker. And Whitaker now approaching 100 yards, as that's 93 yards on 12 carries.
Well, we got 3 or 4 100-yard gainers tonight on both teams.
We could have 5 players with 100 yards.
Wishbone, there's a handoff to Cotton. Cotton nowhere to go this time. They come up and push him back, and it's going to be a short gain. Gain of a yard, we'll call it. Second down and 9. We're at 10:35 to play here in the ball game. 27-26, Pike Central with the lead. And it looks like Jason in the stands out there.
Yeah.
got his hockey mask on.
A little early for Halloween, isn't it?
Pike Central defense. South Florida, Floyd. Oh,
on
the ground, and Floyd, let's see who Pike Central says they have it. Cotton,
they do.
And they do. Pulling out underneath too fast that time, and Cottle couldn't hold on to it.
First turnover of the game, Charlie, comes
for
at
either team, yes.
Very inopportune time. 10-11 left in the ball game. The Hawks had just taken their first lead of the game, but the Jaguars was taking it back down the field, ends up turning it over. Could be a deciding factor in this game the way it's playing out right now.
Neither offense has been slow. They've been slowed down, but not really stopped here in the ball game.
Exactly.
A lot of yards put up there tonight.
Huge numbers we'll have at the end of this one.
And there's a handoff up the middle again. There's another hole. And a gain of about 12, maybe 13. Who was that?
Well, it's runs like Thacker.
Yeah.
Let's see who it is. Thacker.
Yep. 10:04 to play, 27-26 Pike Central. They've got the ball at midfield now after the turnover. 11-yard pickup, I believe, wasn't it?
13.
13, okay. And Kahn in the shotgun. Kahn's going to carry it himself, and he's going to be met right at midfield and dropped.
No gain.
Second down and 10 now, Pike Central. 9:40 to play in the ball game.
Charlie, very balanced ground attack by the Hawks. They've got Hess with 79, Thacker with 76, and Kahn with 109. So who do you key on?
That's right. Well, that's been what's helped Pike Central a lot here tonight is not having anybody they can key on.
Typical Eric Ratliff offense.
Yep. And there's a handoff again.
Thacker
dives forward.
He got upended. Thought he was going to hurdle the man, and he just raised up and flipped him, landed on his head. He's going to gain 2.
You can't hurdle in high school, can you? Didn't they call that over here last week?
Yep.
Third down and 9, they're saying on the scoreboard. I think it's third down and 8.
You're right. They've got to get to the 40, and the ball's on the 48, so that's pretty close to 8 yards.
Pretty good math. Again, Kahn in
Big
the shotgun.
play right here for the Jaguars.
Kahn looking to throw. Thought he was setting up a screen. Oh, what a block. Kahn has time, throws downfield. Did he stay in bounds?
He did.
And it's a catch for a first down. And I tell you what, I don't know who made the block, but that's what made that play happen.
Definitely did. The play, Kahn was getting ready to get tackled and got the block, delivered the shot, and that's Elkins with the catch, and it's down at the 27. So that's a 21-yard reception.
27-26, 8:18 to play in the ball game. Pike Central leading by 1. Have the ball at the 27-yard line, first and 10. And Kahn going to keep it himself. Cuts to the outside, and Kahn gets run out of bounds at the, 22? Nope, maybe the 21.
21.
6-yard pickup. Second down and 4 now coming up for Pike Central.
And the Hawks right now, Charlie, is smelling blood.
Yep, they are. They're flying high, aren't they? 7:40 to play here in the ball game. They lead by 1, 27-26. Kahn takes it, and it's going to be the Kahn show. Cuts back inside, gets down inside the 15 for a first down at the 14-yard line.
Pick up a 7. 19 carries for Seth Kahn, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And passing-wise, he's got 2.
Passing-wise, 4 of 8, 50% completion rate, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns there also.
Pretty good numbers. One wide out, wide right. Kahn in the shotgun. There's motion. Kahn hands it off up the middle. Is that Hess again?
Hess usually...
It looks the way he runs.
Hess usually is one that carries it up the middle.
Be down near the 6-yard line, just.
It is Hess.
Yep.
And 6-8, pickup of 8, looks like.
Yep. So second down and 2. 6:55 to play in the game. 27-26, Pike Central. If they score here, this is huge.
Yes.
That makes it a 2-touchdown game. Kahn in the shotgun, one wide out wide to the left. Kahn gets everybody set. Watching that play clock now.
Yeah, they're working the clock now.
Yep. He'll get down to 5. Now he gets set, takes the snap. Kahn going to run it again. Cuts back inside. breaks the tackle. He's got a first down. I don't think so. He's right at the 5. He may not have the first down.
We'll mark him right at the 5. It's going to be a close.
I think it's going to be short by about half a yard. They're not even going to measure.
Yes.
3rd down and 1 coming up now for Pike Central. 6:10 though to go in the ball game. And we're going to have to wait 20 seconds before we see anything because they're going to let that clock tick down. Ball now under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Pike Central leading 1 by 1, 27-26. Kahn takes the snap. He's going to carry it again. And Kahn cuts inside for the touchdown. Makes it 33-26 now. Larry, it's a 7-point ball game.
Yes.
Very important. I go for 2.
Well, if you go for 2 and you don't get it, it leaves the opening for Floyd Central to score, a touchdown. If you go for 2, then it's going to take 2 scores for Floyd Central.
Right.
So this right here very well could be the game.
They're going for 2 right here. Exactly.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, this is you smell it. You're like a shark. You smell blood in the water. You try to you attack.
Well, you've got the Jaguars on the ropes.
And Kahn out of the shotgun. He's going to take it himself. Going to the side, running for the corner. Cuts inside. Extra point is good. And Pike Central takes the lead. 35-26 now. A 9-point advantage with 5:47 to go. And that might be the backbreaker for the Jaguars.
Well, it puts pressure on Floyd Central, but they've got the big playability. We've seen that tonight, with Whitaker and Cotto, and also with Cotton, so it's a long ways from being over, but Floyd Central has got to score on this next possession.
And I tell you, they do. It's going to be tough. As, of course, tonight's game has been a great one up until now. Now Floyd Central got their back up against the wall. I don't know what else they've got themselves in a bind here.
Yes, they have.
Pike Central getting set to kick it away. 5:47 to play, and Floyd Central has to score. They have no choice.
Yes, they do. Because just like you said, you're going to get 1 possession, maybe 2, and you're down 2 scores, so they got to get points on this possession.
And they're going to kick this one toward the sideline. Floyd Central will take it at the 20-yard line. Trying to come back out, Pike Central. He's got some blockers. He may be gone. He's at the 50, 40, 30, 20. Pushed out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Number 21, Boyd. And just as I said, Charlie, the big playability. And he's going to be pushed out at the 11-yard line. So the Jaguars back in business at the 11-yard line of Pike Central. What a game.
It's been a good one, hasn't it?
I'll tell you.
And Floyd Central right now with a good chance to get back in this one quickly and then a stop and get the football back.
You're right. And the Jaguars with all 3 timeouts left, Charlie.
Cobble up under center with that wishbone behind him. Takes it. He's going to hand it off up the middle. And he's going to get a couple.
I think that's Whitaker.
He's going to get down to about the 8 according to that spot down there.
Going to give him 3.
So 2nd down and 7.
And they can't waste no time. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage.
There's the bone again. And again, Cottle under center and hands it over on the right side to Cotton. And he's in the end zone. Oh, lost the football.
Fumble.
Who's got it?
I think he got back on it. Touchdown.
Yep, they do. They've got it.
Wow.
Well, that would have been terrible for Floyd Central right there.
Cotton hit at the 1, coughs it up, but keeps going and recovers in the end zone. 5:03 left, and Floyd Central has cut it to 3, 35-32. They'll go for 2, trying to cut it to a one-point game, Charlie. What an answer.
Yes, sir. There's the bone. There's the handoff, and he's going to walk in.
Cotton.
So with 5:03 to play, it's 35-34, Pike Central. And we'll be right back on Intermountain Sports Network.
This is breaking news from Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds. 80 to 90% of workers who apply for disabled Social Security or black lung benefits get turned down the first time. Half or more of those believe the process is over. Not so. That's where the experience of Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds can help. If you've been turned down for disabled Social Security or black lung benefits, call 1-800-446-0167. Get the process for relief started today. Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds. This is an advertisement.
Tired of internet and TV providers that promise the moon, then let you down with second-rate service? Intermountain Cable's advanced broadband network delivers faster internet, clearer HD TV channels, and a better home phone service at great bundle rates. All backed by our free 24/7 call and support center. No broken promises, no nonsense, just great service. Visit imctv.com to sign up now.
And welcome back to Floyd Central. It's 35-34, 5:03 left in the ball game, folks. And I'll tell you, we've got a dandy here as each team is just delivering blows to each other, and they stagger them, withstand it, come up, and just punch back.
And it's a deep kick. That one may let it roll in. Is it going to go into the end?
Wow.
Whoa, that butt.
Wow.
All it has to do is break the plane. That's all it did.
The football, if it hadn't turned over one more time, that would have been down on the 1 yard line.
What? That's a live ball, too. If it don't roll in the end zone, you've got to cover it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You know, I thought that was a smart move, but then when that football died, I wasn't so sure.
I'm telling you now that. Hey. And that just adds a little more to the drama of what we've seen here tonight.
It's been that kind of game, hasn't it?
Now, the Jaguars has got to come up with a big defensive stop.
Kahn in the shotgun. He's going to run it himself over Hunter outside. And
big yard.
Yep, gets out near the 30.
9 yards, looks like.
So it'll be second down and about, well, they're going to say 8, Larry. Second down. Well, no, they keep moving. He keeps moving the box up. It's 9-yard pickup. Second down and 1.
Seth Kahn's been a workhorse, Charlie. He's carried it 22 times. He's thrown it 8.
I'll tell you, he's had a heck of a game.
Well, total yardage, he's up close to 250 yards right now, total yardage.
In the shotgun. Hands it off this time. And there's a first down run and more out across the 35. Hess. Call it the 37, maybe the 38.
See where they mark it at. Want to give it to
We're going to put him on the 38. Well,
yeah, but
halfway
we'll
between.
count it to 37, so that's going to be a pickup of
both teams with
7 yards.
The Jaguars with all 3 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock. 4 minutes now to go here in the ball game. Kahn in the shotgun. Takes it, going to run it himself. Kahn takes off. He's got a first down, gets out across midfield. First and 10 here at the 48, I believe.
15-yard rumble. 152 yards on 23 carries, Charlie.
And
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, yep. And he threw for 1 on top of that.
2.
Threw for 2, so he's had a head in all 5 touchdowns.
He has. Some great quarterback play here tonight on both sides. Dylan Cottle on the other side, he's carried it 13 times, 132 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And there's a snap again back to Kahn. Kahn trying to go to the outside. That may be going to come back. That may be a hold. Kahn fights his way down to the 41 if it stands.
I think that was coming back.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt on that one. The officials.
Holding, offense number 5, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
So it'll be first down and about 20. That's up near the line of scrimmage where the flag went down, I believe.
Yeah, it was right at the line of scrimmage. That's 4 penalties now for Pike Central for 50 yards. And that could be the break that this defense needs, Charlie. That's going to back them up now and make it first and 20 on a running clock. 3:15 left. 35-34. Floyd Central definitely needs the ball back.
They've got to have it. You're right. 1-point ball game right now, 35-34. We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Kahn in the shotgun. Takes the snap, running it himself. Got a student body in front of him. He got blockers. He cuts it up, and he's got the penalty yardage back, looks like.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him 9 of it back anyway. Might look for Floyd Central to start using their timeouts. They've got 3 left. We're down to 2:40 in the game.
Yep. And let's see. Yep, they're still letting the clock run. We're down to 2:35 to go. 35-34, Pike Central.
Well, you know, when you're on the defense, the only way you can stop the clock is use your timeouts. When you're on offense, you can spike the ball or work the sidelines with the passing game and stop it.
Kahn in the shotgun. And long count gets Floyd Central off.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Huge penalty, Charlie. Even though it's a 5-yard, it was 2nd and 11, now 2nd and 6. And the way the Hawks has been moving the ball on the ground all night, that's a huge play.
Yes, it is. So Pike Central holding on to a 1-point lead here with 2:16 to play. And the clock will start once the ball's set on the penalty. And looks like we've got a timeout called by Floyd Central. 2:11 to play. It's 35-34 Pike Central on the Intermountain Sports Network.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because your job shut down or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Try to remember what show was where with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
We're back at Floyd Central, 2:11 left in the ball game, 35-34. Pike Central with the lead. They have the ball, Charlie. They need to get the first down.
There's Kahn. Kahn up near right at the 40, maybe the 39-yard line.
Going to mark him at the 40, and Floyd Central's going to call another timeout.
We'll stay right here with you, Larry. 2:03 to play the ball game. 1-point lead, Pike Central. Ball at the 40-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. And Floyd Central has to have a stop right here.
Yes, they do.
If they can't get a stop right here, this ball game may be over.
And Pike Central's got 2 shots to get 2 downs. And just going over some quick numbers just in my head, they've got over 300 yards offense on the ground. So something that I finally said it, did 2 minutes ago in the game, and it finally came out.
We've done pretty good.
Something that Floyd Central hasn't done all night is stopped them consistently on the ground. So we'll see how it plays out. We'd like to thank everyone to listen in on us tonight on our radio stations, WXLR and WXKZ 104.9 and 105.3, and also thank everybody for tuning in on our Facebook pages, WPRG Channel 5 and Intermountain Cable WPRG Channel 5, powered by G Multimedia Productions.
Con
And
in
they've
the
seen
shotgun.
a whale of game tonight.
Con's going to take it himself. And he's right at it. Right at it.
He's got it. Got it by a yard. That last little surge, Charlie, give it to him.
If he gets that may put this one out of reach. Time-wise.
First down, minute 58. You've got 25 seconds on the play clock. Floyd Central with only one timeout left, so they could pretty well run this one down. If they don't get the first down, Floyd Central's going to get it maybe with no timeouts left and inside 25 seconds to go.
Yeah. I think you'll see, Con's going to be the only one to touch the football except the center from here on out.
I think you're right.
I lied. Handed it off right up the middle.
The Has said that's no gain, and they're going to use their timeout.
So 1:26 to play. 35-34 Pike Central. And
that's their last timeout, so they won't be able to stop it anymore as long as Pike Central has the ball. And Charlie brings us down to a discussion we're going to have to make on the Attorney John Earl Hunt Intermountain Sports Network Player of the Game. Seth Kahn has had a phenomenal game tonight. He's got 163 yards on the ground, 114 through the air. But I'm going to look back at Mr. Elkins with the big 73-yard touchdown reception that put Pike Central with their first lead and kind of give them the momentum to go on and be able to hold this score and this lead right now. So my vote, I'm going to go with Mr. Elkins on it.
Well, I'm still. It's a tough call, but that may have been the momentum that broke this game open. You're right.
Well, they got back to within a touchdown, and then he had the big 73-yard touchdown pass to put them ahead. They've not relinquished the lead since.
And his first game back too. Con trying to run it again, and Con's going to get up to about the 35-yard line. Gain of a couple, but the clock ticking down. And let's see, they can't stop it again.
Nope.
And so they will reset it. Once they set the ball, it sets back at 25 seconds.
So right now you've got 20 seconds on the play clock, 1:03 on the game clock. So they could basically take a knee. Well, this is third down. If they don't get the first down, Floyd Central could get it back with about 25 or 30 seconds.
Con takes it again, trying to go to the outside. It's going to be close. He may have it.
Well, and one thing he done that you didn't want to see, run out of bounds.
Right.
So
if he got the first down, it's okay.
Well, I think they're going to mark him just a little bit short, Charlie. I think they're going to mark him maybe about a half a yard short. Look like they're standing about the 27, 28-yard line.
They said he got it, I believe.
They marked it. Give him a first down, ball game. 39 seconds left. So, barring the turnover, only thing Pike Central has to do is hike the ball one time, take a knee, and this one's over with.
So, Bryce Elkins will be our player of the game, bringing the momentum after that big catch.
So, they're in the victory formation, and Seth Kahn steps back, takes a knee, and we're under 15 seconds in the ball game. So Pike Central has come over to Floyd Central, and a big comeback victory for the Hawks, 35-34. So we'll send it back to the station. Be back shortly with some final stats and comments. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
What is your emergency?
I think I'm being robbed.
Sir?
These big home security guys want $40 a month from me.
Let's connect you to a local company right away.
It's a crime what big national companies charge for home security monitoring. Good thing there's Microtech Home Security, a local service from Gearhart Communications. Reliable monitoring of any security system for as low as $24.95 per month.
Help is on the way, sir.
Oh, thank you. Switch now and your first 2 months are free. Call today or visit us online.
As Floyd County Judge, Ben Hill works with a lot of budgets, roads, and building projects. But Judge Hill will tell you, the most important thing is the children of Floyd County. These bright kids are our future, and from academics to athletics, it looks like we are in pretty good hands. Floyd County Judge Executive Ben Hill would like to wish all Floyd County teams the best of luck and encourages everyone to go out and support the kids. Working for Floyd County, working for our children. That's your Judge, Ben Hill, paid for by Ben Hill.
Expo Center this Saturday beginning at 1 with VIP entry into the first annual Taps and Caps Beer Fest. Tap cold beer till 6, then get ready for the big show. Big hair headliners, Tesla. Give you what you want, and that's a awesome rock and roll fantasy. Opening acts, Weapons of Anew, and Voices of Extreme. Get the party started. See the signs and come on down to Pikeville for the end of summer blowout. That's this Saturday. Presented by WXLR 1049, The X, Pikeville's rocker.
Welcome back to Floyd Central High School. We've got a final, 35-34. The Hawks of Pike Central with a big comeback victory over the Floyd Central Jaguars. Jaguars jumped out to a 20-0 lead, and from there, Pike Central outscored them 35-14. So we'll go over some final numbers. First for Floyd Central. They were led tonight by Dylan Cottle. He had 13 carries, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was 1 of 3 in the passing game for 33 yards. That completion going to Brady Kahn. Cotton carried the ball 6 times, 78 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Whitaker, 13 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Boyd carried it 3 times for 5 yards, but he had the big punt return, or excuse me, kickoff return late in the game, all the way to the 11-yard line, set up the final touchdown for Floyd Central. Sloan carried it 4 times for 17 yards, and Huff carried it 1 time for 4 yards. So total yardage for Floyd Central, 332 yards on the ground, 33 in the air, for a total of 365 yards. Now for Pike Central, of course, they were led tonight by Seth Kahn. Seth Kahn carried the ball 27 times, 170 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. He was 4 of 8 in the passing game for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he had the 5 touchdowns that they scored. He had a direct hand in all of it. Hess carried the ball 14 times, 94 yards. Thacker carried the ball 16 times, 78 yards. Only 3 players carrying the ball for Pike Central. So they had 342 yards on the ground. They had 114 through the air for a total of 456 yards. Between the 2 teams tonight, folks, 821 yards of offense. It was an offensive show for both teams. The first half, Floyd Central dominated and led at half 20-6. They had 223 total yards in the first half to 123 for Pike Central, but in the second half, Pike Central turned that around. They had 342 yards total yards and held Floyd Central to 142. In the passing game, as we said, 4 of 8 for Kahn for 114 yards. Morrow with 1 catch for 12 yards. Eads 1 catch, 8 yards, and a touchdown. Elkins 2 catches, 94 yards, and a touchdown. So tonight we are going to give the attorney John Earl Hunt, Intermountain Sports Network Player of the Game, to Mr. Elkins. He only had the 2 catches, but he had the 73-yard touchdown catch. Beautiful pass thrown by Con, hit him in stride, took it in the end zone, put the Hawks ahead, and they never relinquished the lead after that. So a big win here for Pike Central. This is a district win for the Hawks as they win 35-34. So we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and listening to this ball game on WXLR, WXKZ 104.9, 105.3, and also appreciate the folks tuning in on our Facebook page, WPRG Channel 5, and live on Intermountain Cable, WPRG Channel 5, powered by G Multimedia Productions. So, again, our final score tonight, 35-34 for Wayne Fugit on camera. Charlie Pinson on play-by-play. This is Larry Cecil saying so long and good night. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
With all of us spending more time online and finding new ways to enjoy the internet, we need to understand how much data we are using and how to manage our usage. Some households use a lot more data or bandwidth than others. In fact, just a few big data users are responsible for a huge percentage of the traffic on our network. Just one of these heavy data users can monopolize as much bandwidth as a whole neighborhood. This extreme usage causes network congestion and slows your internet speeds. That's why our plans have monthly usage limits. They include plenty of data for the average user while ensuring a better online experience for everyone. Most customers will never reach their data limit, but just to be sure, you can check your data usage anytime by reviewing your account on our website. Don't worry, if it looks like you may go over your internet plan limit, we will notify you multiple times before you are charged an overage fee. And if you do exceed your plan, we'll provide an additional 50 gigabytes of data at a reasonable cost. Thanks for taking the time to learn how smart data usage can make the internet better for all of us. You can find more information and tips on our website.
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where, with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years' experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because your job shut down or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
The Hatfield and McCoy Festival in Pikeville, Pike County, Kentucky, September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, kicks off with the Pikeville Main Street Live and the Rough Tough Cuss Race. The pig roast on Saturday at the Pikeville Farmers Market with descendants and live music. And at 3 p.m., Blood Song play at the historic Pike County Courthouse. Plus the Beer Fest and Tesla in concert that evening. Ending the festival Sunday morning with the McCoy Well Site Service. The Hatfield and McCoy Festival in Pikeville, Kentucky.
The signs lead to Pikeville's East Kentucky Expo Center this Saturday, beginning at 1, with VIP entry into the first annual Taps and Caps Beer Fest. Tap cold beer till 6, then get ready for the big show. Big hair headliners, Tesla. Give you what you want, and that's a awesome rock and roll fantasy. Opening acts, Weapons of Anew, and Voices of Extreme. Get the party started. See the signs and come on down to Pikeville for the end of summer blowout. That's this Saturday. Presented by WXLR 1049, The X, Pikeville's rocker.
Streaming video's great, and fast internet from Intermountain Cable makes it even better. But trying to watch your favorites without a TV subscription, that's complicated. There's keeping track of bills, apps, and passwords for every service. Trying to remember what show was where, with no on-screen guide or DVR. And remember, the most popular cable networks just aren't available without a TV subscription. Keep it simple with digital TV from Intermountain Cable.
There's no better time than now to get the Android smartphone of your choice from Appalachian Wireless. All Androids up to $50 off regular price all this month. The Samsung GS8 was $149.99, now just $99.99. The LG G6, normally $99.99, is now only $49.99. And believe it or not, you can get the Galaxy S7 for only $1 with 2-year agreement while supplies last. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
While other insurance companies just see a car, we see something you've worked really hard for. So why not give it the protection it deserves?